And I'm the Training and Events Officer for SAYiT. My pronouns are she, her.
And I'm Anne Shutt, and I'm the Parents and Carers Worker here at SAYiT, and my pronouns are also she, her.
And I'm Camilla. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a parent.
Lovely stuff. Well, thank you so much for Camilla and also Fran for joining us today. Really wanted to talk about SAYiT's parent and carer offer. Now, the group runs every month, doesn't it, Anne?
Yeah, so the group is for parents and carers, and it runs every month on the first Tuesday of every month, except in August.
Fantastic.
We have a break for the summer.
For the summer holidays. Yeah. And how many parents reckon to come to the sessions?
It varies a lot,
yeah.
But generally it's between about 5 or 6 and sometimes up to 14, 15, 16.
Oh wow, okay, so you get some quite big groups as well at times.
Yeah.
And another question I wanted to ask about it, what sort of age range are the children of the parents? Is it open to the parents and carers of all LGBTQ people?
It is, although, so we get a really wide age range of children and young people who are represented by their parents at the group.
Yes.
From sort of, I think, 4 or 5 up to maybe in their 30s. The reality is, however, it's part of SAYiT's offer, and SAYiT is a youth charity, so on the whole works to support young people up to the age of about 25. I mean, we wouldn't turn somebody away, but that's where our main focus is in terms of the work that we do, both with young people, children and young people, and then with parents.
But also the parents.
Yeah.
But but it's a little bit broader in age range for the parents,
I think
so
at
that
the moment,
it's suited to different people.
At the moment, we've got some parents who come to the group fairly regularly whose children are in primary school, right up to young people who are out working. And,
fantastic.
So it is wide ranging. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. I'm obviously joined today by Camilla. I really wanted to ask how you found out about our service.
I did find out about SAYiT through internet. So I was looking at a group for parents.
Yeah.
Because at that time I felt like I needed support. Yeah, but it took me some time since I found out a group and actually came to the group. Okay,
so how long was it before you decided to actually make contact with us and join?
I think a year or so.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. So it took some...
Yeah.
Was it like building up your...
Yes, I think I wasn't ready, so I was happy that that group exists, and I knew I have an option if I'm ready. So when I felt ready, I just came to the group.
That's fantastic. So how long have you been coming to us now?
3 years.
3 years, wow. And how have you found it? When you first got here, was it what you expected? And what did you expect?
I did expect that I'm going to be very emotional, and that's what happened. So I was kind of lucky because the first meeting I was in was a panel for LGBTQ plus people. So the panel is when the LGBTQ plus people coming, and we can ask them as a parents questions, and they're gonna answer.
And that's adults from the community, isn't it?
Yeah. So what I've only been running the group for about a year now, but I've followed on that. I think there's a bit of a tradition really of putting on a panel of adult LGBT plus people.
Yeah.
To speak with the parents about their experiences of their lives as it relates to being LGBTQ plus, and also giving the parents the opportunity to ask questions and to have those questions answered honestly in a very safe, facilitated space. So and we do that once a year. We have that
That's
panel once a
fantastic.
year.
So that was your first experience.
That was my first experience.
And how did you find that? What was it like?
It was really emotional, like I was crying, and I remember this day because it was so special to me. Because before that, I felt very lonely.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have people around me who were LGBTQ plus or parents that had kids like mine. So I remember I was crying, and straight away I felt like 2 hands on my back.
Oh.
Yeah, and there were 2 parents who were sitting next to me.
Yeah.
And it was, I cannot describe it. It was something like sometimes you feel when you found your place, when you found
Yes.
home, and that's how it felt it for me at that moment.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional when I'm talking about
Oh.
Me too.
that. Yeah, so that was very special, and the like meeting people who are LGBTQ plus, who are transgender, and they
Yes.
kind of talk about their experience and how important it is to have a parent who supports you,
Yeah.
because in many cases that's not what they had in their homes.
Yeah.
So when we finished, there was a lot of people who came to me from that group and just say, you are amazing mom, you are amazing parent, what you're doing to your kid, it's really special. And that was, I think, the first time when I heard it from someone, and that was amazing feeling to me.
And that was your very first experience of the
very
session.
first experience. So you can imagine that I wanted to come back.
Now, in the month between you having your first meeting here and then the second, did you use the WhatsApp group or anything like that in that time? Yeah.
Yes. We having a WhatsApp group, and which is amazing. There is much more parents than there is actually coming to the group.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really good thing because we can ask questions each other, we can share our experience. Whatever you want to put it on the group, there's always be someone who's going to respond.
That's a really good thing. 'Cause it's not something we facilitate, is
No,
it?
no,
SAYiT?
no, it's not a SAYiT, it's entirely for the parents themselves. Because actually, I think what my observations of the group, so sometimes I'll get asked from parents who either can't make the group because they are parents and carers, so often there's
The timing's wrong
the
for them.
timing's wrong, but we can't, we've got to pick a time and sit with it. Or they're a bit concerned, they don't know. It's hard to come to a group where you don't really know anybody, and you don't really know what you're going to be asked about or made to talk about, or we don't make anybody talk about anything, by the way. And often we'll want one-to-one support, and sometimes that's appropriate, but more often than not, the biggest support the parents get is from being
Together
with other parents.
Yeah.
And that, I think the WhatsApp group offers that.
Yeah.
So they can...
And it's something that's all
the time.
rather than just waiting for the first Tuesday of every month to do this. So obviously after that you returned.
Yes.
And other situations, other sessions you've been to, what sort of experience have you had since then?
It was really good. So for me, when I'm coming here every month, it's like a therapy session, because you need that place, safe place, to let your emotions out, to speak about things that maybe you not necessarily talk with your kid or with other people around you. Sometimes it's hard to explain people what you're really going through. I think there are some experiences that you really need to feel on your own skin to kind of understand. So that's the connection.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about something, these people know straight away.
Yes, because they've been there as well.
Yeah.
And they've been in the same position. And how have you been coming to the parent and carer sessions now?
It's still amazing. Like for me, it's like like a therapy session. Like I like when we have a guest, so that's really interesting.
Yes.
Like
what sort of guests have you experienced?
Last month we had amazing Marianne Oaks, which she's a star really. She's been on our meetings. Like I think this was the third time, and she's so popular. Like, I think there was someone who was specialized in autism and being LGBTQ+, which is really good session as well. And the panel is really popular when we can ask questions, and we can, you know, it's kind of amazing to get that experience from people who live that through. So yeah, I don't remember. Do you remember any other?
So we try and get a balance really between, because some people really like guests, and we try to make sure that the guest visitors are providing information that parents can't really get anywhere else. So we've had counsellors, therapists who specialise in gender issues, particularly for young people, around sexuality issues, and people who have got really in-depth knowledge of the wider, what is more widely available around, particularly around trans issues, beyond the group or beyond school or beyond your doctor and that sort of thing. We've had somebody who was very particularly focusing on support for parents, but I do have to be honest, I think the parents taught them as much as they
So sorry.
we're looking to, we try, and if somebody brings up an issue that they really need some help with, if I can't help or another parent can't help, I'll go off and try and find somebody who might be able to visit group. But other people, on the other hand, really like there to be a very informal group where people, which is what we're having this evening. Actually, we've got a group this evening, which is more around, let's have a chat about the things that you're bringing to the group. So we just try and have a balance of at least one on, one off, but the ones where we don't have a visitor tend to bring up issues where I can go away and find a visitor for one of the groups later in the... So I'd say we have a very structured session, maybe 4 times a year, where and then another 4 times a year we have sort of general chat and support within peer support type work, and then we've got some flexibility to add in things
for
that
additional
people,
sessions.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say to someone who was in your position like a few years ago, before you'd found us, or rather when you perhaps first read about us? What would you tell them about coming here?
I would tell them it's a really good idea. If they're looking for a safe place to talk about how they feel without being judged, without feeling guilty about what they feel, I would say it's a really good place. There's a lot of support, a lot of understanding. Sorry.
And do you feel that, obviously you've been with us for a few years, when you very first started, you felt very supported? Have you been able to offer that support since to new people arriving?
I would like to think I can be a support for a new parents. What really makes me happy, like when we have a new parent, that's really what makes me happy. Because that group really changed since I started. There is a lot of parents who are not coming anymore because their kids kind of move on. They're older now. They are on the in a college, at the university, but they still share their experience wherever on the WhatsApp group, for example. And sometimes they're coming to the group as well. But there's a lot of new parents who just start coming recently, and they kind of stick to the group, because this group is amazing. So I'm really happy when every time I see a new parent, I'm thinking like, oh, our family is getting bigger.
I thought that's a really beautiful way of looking at it, actually. And what do you think about the future of the group? Do you think you're going to be finding more parents who are going to want to come?
I think so, because this, I don't want to call it an issue, but LGBT plus young people and people have been around for time immemorial, forever and ever and ever. We just haven't always been able to talk about it, and it's been hidden, or it's been more than hidden. It's been persecuted at times, and so I think they'll always, mainly because of the world we live in. I would really love for there not to need to be a parents group. I would love it if the world we live in isn't like that.
No.
So I think there will always be a need. And what we do know from work with young people is that what is really, really important to them is support from home and support from their parents. And so I know that if SAYiT can continue to support parents to in whatever way those parents need, that has the knock-on effect of supporting young people, because the parents are getting the support they need in order to be able to be the best parents they can to their children and young people, particularly as regards their gender and their sexuality.
Yes.
But probably not just, they're
in
transferable.
General,
Being able to bring up things with your parents that you might be a bit worried about is a good thing. If your parents have been really kind and listened and understood on one issue, it gives you more confidence that they'll do that again on something else. So I think there's quite a long-term need for the parents and carers
a big future
group.
for it.
I would like to think we lived in a world where we didn't need it, but
that's not today.
No.
That's not today, is it?
No.
So how has it been at your home then, with your child, since you started coming here?
I think my situation is quite difficult because I'm a mom of autistic child, and it's really hard to talk about who she is, and maybe not about who she is, but give it a name, just give it that label, you are transgender. So I think for me, mostly it's like Anne said, I can be the best parent I can be because I'm coming here, because I have that place that I can share my emotions, that I can say I'm angry, or I'm not coping, or I don't know what to do, I can cry, because this is not something what I'm doing in front of my child.
Yes.
So having people who understand and who can support me, even if it's like, holding your hand, or just saying, "Oh, we got you." Like it's really a lot. So I always thinking about this group as when you're in the airplane and they tell you to put the mask first on yourself rather than on your child. That's how it is for me. Like I just said recently to my husband or to my friend, I don't remember, that I wouldn't survive if it's not that group, and I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah. To have the solidarity with other parents.
Yeah, and have that safe place to just share whatever I'm feeling.
And we don't judge at the group, so it really is a group for parents to say and be what they need to be in that moment, because we also live in a world where we can be fearful of saying it wrong or getting it wrong, and if you don't know what's right, how can you get it right? So whilst we will always, for instance, terminology, or
people use the terms they want to use.
But we will let that happen, but without judgment, so that nobody will be silenced. No. And I think it's really important that for everybody's well-being, particularly that individual parent or carer, and therefore their young people, that they're able to say what they want to say and need to say in that space, because they often don't want to say these things or
in
be
front
these,
of the children,
because they don't want to upset their child
No.
or their young person anymore, or they don't want to get it wrong, or they those type of things. There's no right or wrong at the group. It's whatever you are feeling,
and you come with the language you have.
Absolutely,
and use that.
And it's a learning experience. People, we've had some. It's really common in SAYiT, isn't it, for us to say, my name is, and these are my pronouns, for instance.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get parents or carers who think,
why am I doing that?
What do you mean pronouns? What are you talking about? And then through them coming, they get to learn what we mean, and also how important that is to some. Might not be important to them, but it is important, very important to some people, and to their young person. And so I hope we give that space to be who you are, and also to learn in the way that
in a positive way,
together
with others who are sharing
absolutely.
that same experience at the same time.
And sometimes I see the relief on a new parent's face where a lot of people go, we know exactly what you mean, and they can't quite say the words and they can't get it out, but somebody will be like that hand on the back. And it's not me, because I just facilitate the group. The other parents just get it. I think you said that, Camila. And you can see the relief on somebody's face. Somebody at last. Somebody who gets what this feels like for me. So
I take it you'd recommend us to other parents in your position.
Yes, I do.
But I think that's a great thing, isn't it? And I think it's a lovely service that we've been able to offer for so many years. In fairness, if people have missed us, they've not been. They could have come.
Please give it a go. I know we do appreciate, all of us, the group members at the moment and the workers that are there. We do appreciate how tricky and difficult it can be to come to a group where you might hardly ever come into town. You might you might be worried about joining. It's hard to join anything if you don't know who's going to be there, or what it's going to be about, or what they might make you do, or all of those sort of things. We don't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. You don't even have to speak if you don't. I mean, it would be quite nice to know somebody's name. That helps, but you know
they don't have to say anything.
Absolutely not. They can just listen and hear, and please give it a go.
How do people join? If someone wants to join tomorrow,
you can have a look on our website, sayit.org.uk, and there's some information there for parents, and you can contact us through the Parents and Carers group. And then somebody from the charity will probably just give you a quick email or a ring, just to see dates and times and venues and stuff. So that's the best way to get hold of us.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully your words will inspire other people to come and join Parent Carers.
And we do. The other thing is we do have a bit of a laugh sometimes as well, and we have a bit of fun.
That's true,
And you have snacks.
We have snacks.
You have snacks and laughs.
Sometimes we have jammy dodgers.
Oh, there we are. Oh, it's Satsuma. I've seen Satsuma before.
And a great company.
And the company. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hopefully you'll inspire others to join.
I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you.